1, 2, 3. Hey guys, it's me, Drew, and today we're gonna talk about a life update. There's no reviews, there's no hauls. It's just me talking to you, the camera, about what's going on. I've gotten a lot of people who have noticed I don't look the same, who have noticed a lot and wonder, what happened to your fitness journey? What happened to this? What happened to that? Well, I figured there's nothing better than sitting down and being candid with you guys about what's going on. We're gonna fast forward to almost 2 years ago when I was scrolling on Instagram and met someone and a mutual friend. And he was really cute. So we went to get coffee and it was great. The next day he is cooking for me. We are going out every night and my friends are like, you have been seeing this guy every night for like a week. And I'm like, I know, and I love it. Like, I finally feel happy, but I was hiding everything wrong with him. There were a lot of things, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of different things that I saw, and I almost wanted to help. I figured me being there with him would help these situations. So we hung out. One day they asked me to go to DC with them. One day they asked me to go to Florida and move to Florida. And I was like, I still live with my dad. Like, I have a job I enjoy. I have a life I enjoy. I don't know about that. And he's like, well, what if we just move here? Like, move out of your house and, let's do this thing. And I don't know. Like, it was a lot for me. And at that point in my life, I was just discovering the gym, working out, and feeling how great it felt to work out. And fast forward, his roommate moved out because they said he was crazy, and again, I should have listened. That was a red flag. And I moved in. And I waited and would wake up, I would go to the gym, I would come home, I would get ready to go to work. And I would get these things from him. I don't know why you're going to the gym, you're just going to get fat again one day. I don't know why you're going to work out, it's a waste of time. I don't know why you're so obsessed with working out, it's going to be another fad of yours and you're just going to get over it. And hearing those negative things all the time, I just blocked them out. Because I knew that they were unhappy somehow, so I was just going to be happy my own. And his lease was up, and he's like, I found this really cute apartment. I think you and I would be great to live together as roommates. At this point, total, romantic side was done. Like, I noticed so many things about him that I would never. He was a good friend. Good friend in parentheses. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's live together. I don't want to go back to my dad's. Like, let's sign a lease. And when pen touched paper is when my life was horrible for a year. I can't even begin to tell you the things that happened. I can't even begin to say that I woke up one morning and he was in the kitchen and I said good morning. And he looked at me and he goes, you don't speak to me unless I speak to you first. Like, going out till 3 or 4 in the morning and coming home hammered, being super loud when I had to go and work out in the morning and go to work. And we just lived totally different lives. I was all about researching brands and researching products and going to work and coming home and filming videos and working out, and that was my life, and I loved it. I met some amazing people in the fitness community. Was I obsessive? Sure, I am on everything. And I know that. I have an obsessive personality. And Then I would come home to that, and it was just horrible. From verbal abuse to mental abuse. No physical abuse, thank God. But it was just horrible, and I hated being called stupid, fat, ugly. I mean, you name it, I was called it. And this is not a pity video. This is just real life. I'm not naming names. I have not talked to this person since Thanksgiving of last year. I have no desire. I don't live with anyone anymore for that reason. It was horrible. I mean, finding out, like, he secretly hated me with his friends. I mean, I would hear from them the things he said about me, and telling me I'm a loser, and I'm so fat, and even though I work out, I'm still ugly, and no one would love me, and yet you were my friend? Like, it was horrible. But I was resilient, I was strong, and when I was in that spin class, everything that he gave me was flushed out because I knew I was better. I knew I was better because to me, hurt people hurt people. And to me, he was hurt because he wouldn't say those horrible things to someone if he didn't feel a certain way about himself. With that being said, it got so bad that I would wake up every morning at 5 o'clock. I would pack my gym bag, pack my work bag, and I would go to spin. I would go to spin class, I would take a shower there, get ready, and either go right to work, or if I didn't work till the afternoon, I would run errands or hang out at a friend's house because I did not want to be home. He made my apartment, our apartment, feel like a jail. I had no desire to be there. I couldn't even be in the kitchen without being uncomfortable. I would make food, and he would tell me, that is the smelliest food I've ever had. I mean, it was like mac and cheese. And he would cut it down. I mean, he was so horrible and abusive. I mean, not physically, mentally abusive. Mental is even worse than physical, in my opinion, as it messes with your brain. So I was out all day. I didn't come home until 10 o'clock at night when hopefully he was out at the bar, because he went out to the bar almost every night. And I could just go to bed. I literally sat in my room anytime I was home. And it sucked. It really sucked. And I could not wait until the lease was over. Not to mention the things that he did that were against the rules. And it was funny because, like, we weren't allowed to have a grill on the porch, and he bought a grill. When the landlord yells at us about it, he tells me, well, we're a team. You can't tell them that I was me. We're a team. We're not a team. Okay? We're not a team. And it was horrible. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. With that being said, I was happy with the life that I was living, knowing that I made a mistake, and I had to live with it until our lease was up. So I made do. I went to the gym, I went to work. I didn't have to deal with him. And I didn't. Then he went on a trip, and I noticed some of my products were gone. For one, has a dog and a cat and doesn't tell me he's going on a trip, just leaves for a couple days. Blocks me on social media, really childish. Like, whatever. So I noticed my products were gone, and I asked him, and he said he didn't know. So he comes home, I look at his bag, the products were there. So I knew he's such a liar on many aspects. Anyway, it's about pandemic time. Our lease was up in April, and March everything was going bad. When they announced a stay-at-home order, I about went crazy. I didn't know what to do. I called my best friend, and I lived there. I packed up everything that I could, and I lived with her until I found a place. Luckily, I found a place pretty quickly, and I would only go there. I would literally drive by the house, the apartment, and if his car was there, I would keep driving. I would wait until he was not there so I could get my stuff, because I was so uncomfortable. Anyway, and I finally got all my stuff, and I moved out. Never heard again from him. I don't know where he is. I don't care where he is. All I know is, for a year of my life, I didn't know who I was but working out. And I loved it. I loved motivating people, but deep down, I knew the only reason why I worked out so much was because of this horrible person in my life. So after that, I didn't know who I was. I wasn't working. All the gyms were closed. And I went back to eating and eating and eating. I got cats. I got my own place. But I still was unhappy. I was super unhappy even when I was thinner. And I wasn't a model. I wasn't thin. Like, I just was healthier. But I just kept eating and eating and eating. And then, when we found out it was time to go back to work, I put on my clothes and they don't fit. So I was obviously humiliated. All the work that I did, gone. It's amazing how much you put into something, and in the blink of an eye it can go away. And that's real. And this is real talk. Just know that I really want to start working out again. I really do. I just haven't found a reason. And I know, it's for you. You should be doing it for you. And I get that. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm unhappy that I'm fat. And not even, talking about the gay community and how horrible they are. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. I don't hook up. I review candles and beauty products and lifestyle. That's what I do. I don't care about those things. I don't have abs. I like to eat. Those are things that are not okay in the gay community. And for everybody that says gay people are so sweet and so accepting and so loving, well, that's not true. For 80% of them. There's a small group that are, and they're great. But for the most part, they're horrible. I cannot even begin to tell you the amount of times I've been called ugly. I've been called stupid. If I try to build a genuine connection with someone, they, freak out. And I'm like, so, I don't have any dating apps. I don't have any desire to be with anybody. I want to put my heart and soul on the camera, on you guys, to make my life better. Apply for new jobs while I'm at home. Apply to do something great with my life. Maybe go to school again. I don't know what's in my future. I do hope that fitness is in it again and I can get that courage and that motivation that I had in the beginning. And it kills me that so many people here had talked about how motivating I was. And I wish I could get back there, but I'm just not there right now. And it sucks. It really sucks. I can't begin to tell you, the adrenaline rush I get when I see a sale at a store, I love. And I'm like, why can't I have that same passion for the treadmill or the spin bike again? I go to get my mail and can't even walk up the steps without being out of breath. I would take an 80, 90-minute spin class in February. It's just amazing how your life changes in the blink of an eye. And you think you're happier, but you're not always happier. Do I love chocolate cake? Do I love cheesecake? Do I love sweets and desserts? Oh, absolutely. Did I eat those before? Yeah, but I was taking 6, 7 spin classes a week. I mean, it's amazing when you treat your body kindly, it treats you back. And I don't treat my body kindly right now. I feed it anything I want. And in my head at night when I'm in bed, I think to myself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go to the gym. Or I'm going to go on a walk. And I'm going to have a salad. And I'm going to have protein. And I'm going to eat healthy. And then I wake up and I'm like, it's easier just to go to McDonald's and get a McGriddle. And it stinks. It really stinks that I was a medium in clothes in February. and now I'm an extra large in a few short months. So if 2020 has taught me anything, it has taught me to never give up, is what I want to say, because when you do, it comes back to bite you. And I don't want to say it comes back to bite me. Fitness is all about a journey and how you live and take it. And for me, this is part of my journey. I'm hoping at this point, it's almost going to be New Year, that I'm in a better headspace physically, and that I start working out again. I took a couple rowing classes, and let me tell you, they were hard. I couldn't do it. I was embarrassed. I am embarrassed to go back to these classes that I used to love and feel so powerful, because I feel powerless. I feel like I can't do them anymore, and it stinks. And I'm not making this video for a pity party for the comments that say you can do it. I'm doing this because I'm real. Because when you put yourself out there, other people know that feeling, whether they think they do or not. They know that feeling. I mean, you can't tell me that great, physical fitness people, whatever, athletes and stuff, never felt like that. I mean, this sweatshirt right now is tight, and it sucks. But I don't like to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, I have great content. I love fragrance. I love home things. I love all these type of things. But sometimes you just really take time to reflect. And I'm making a promise to you guys that I'm going to make a better approach at being healthier to keep you guys motivated and to keep me motivated. Because when I get motivated, you guys get motivated. When you guys get motivated, I get motivated. So we can work on this path together. We can work on this journey together. And yeah, everybody has a bad roommate story. I never had one until last year, and I can check that off the list. But I just want you guys to know that I love all of you. The 8,600 plus subscribers I have. I love so many people. And just know, like I said, the highlights of this are bad roommates, fitness isn't always easy, and the gay community can be a very toxic environment, whether they think it is or not. I mean, that's just real life. And I don't like to be political, so I'm not going to be. All I'm going to say is please vote. Please vote. The world needs it, and I think the negativity in the world stems from the 45th President of the United States of America. And I'm hoping that when the world is more kind, we can all be more kind to each other, because kindness matters and love matters. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.